Of Sunday night basketball here on 2K Sports. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Graham. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
And so let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Johnson, the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown, and it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Johnson a screen on Ball. And Miles Bridges is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Murray deciding where to go with it. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to slow down Jokic? He was surprisingly candid with his plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out onto the perimeter shooters, hoping that he expends a lot of energy and create favorable mismatches. Back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Plumlee, nice dish, and the layup goes down.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move, like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Ball. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. The 3 from Sexton. And the three-pointer goes.
Colin Sexton has proven to be a very capable three-point shooter. Boy, you better be there to contest.
And one of the standout skills for Colin Sexton, that little floater in the lane.
The floater is an invaluable tool for virtually every guard in the league because when you touch the paint, generally speaking, you have bigs rotating to you. But there are a lot of things to love about Colin Sexton. This guy is so intense defensively, a tremendous competitor, and he's really trying to grow that jump shooting aspect, which will be critical.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Johnson a screen on Ball. Murray from outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Hornets 4th.
Let's see if they'll be able to keep scoring at this rate throughout this season. Over the last 10 games, their ability to score in transition has been special.
Charlotte leading by 9. Bridges passes to Ball. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. The 3. Brown grabs the board.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Jokic. Shot to stop the run. And the layup is up and in.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
Here's Ball. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Murray against Ball. Murray passes to Gordon. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Gordon's got 5 now.
I'll tell you, if you're not guarding Aaron Gordon tight and getting into his space, he is going to burn you in catch-and-shoot situations.
Gordon against Bridges. Here he goes. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
The Hornets making a switch here. Diabate's checked in. Nuggets trail by 5. Jokic the screen. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
And Grant, the Hornets, as of last season, with a new front office, trying to evaluate their young talent.
Yeah, tough to do when you have so many injuries. 36 different lineups last season. They need help to assess and to develop.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Bridges. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They want to keep rolling here, following a win against Atlanta.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high-percentage shots.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
And it's Jokic missing. Hornets leading by 3. And it's Sexton on the take. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Well, just a little bit of momentum and Sexton going right to the rim.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Williams is checked in for Bridges. Green comes in for Miller. James is checked in for Sexton. And Knippel subbed in for Ball. And Denver will go for a different look here. Jones, he's checked in for Gordon. Watson comes in for Johnson. Hardaway's checked in for Brown. And it's Brown in for Jamal Murray. Nuggets trail by 5. Now Brown. Jokic with a screen on Williams. The drive by Brown. Here's Jokic. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
Pass to Knippel. Here's Diabate. James outside. Here's Knippel, defended by Brown. Lets it go. The offensive rebound. And here is Green. Stolen by Jones. Brown inside, working on Green. Jones finds Jokic. Kick out to Brown. Hardaway from outside. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Yeah, shooting it really well in that spot. Hardaway Jr. lives from the corner.
And here's Knippel from the arc. Drills it from deep. And the Hornets lead by 5.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Just in the nick of time.
Off the basket!
Oh, what a miraculous shot. He's going to remember that one.
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back after this word. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
They've got Miles Bridges, Knipple out there with Josh Green. Then there's Grant Williams, and it's Diabate in at the center position. That's the Hornets 5. Hornets leading by 8. Bridges with it, guarded now by Watson. And here's Green from the arc, knocks it down from distance. Green's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Jones sets a screen. Murray on the move. It's deflected. Left side, Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
That's a nice drive by Josh Green. I really like it when he seeks out his offense.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Murray with it. Coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. 6 to shoot. Jones sets a screen. Oh, Murray blowing the top off.
So active on offense. Murray doing it himself.
Charlotte has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A. His playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and, of course, that killer mentality.
On the wing, Murray. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. He shoots. Murray can't get that one to fall.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Pass to Knipple. Right side, Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Wow, what a finish at the rim by Grant Williams. I didn't know he had that much in him, fellas.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. So for the Hornets, Miller's checked in for Green, and LaMelo Ball is subbed in for Diabate. And then for Denver, Jokic is checked in for Valanciunas. Gordon comes in for Jones, and Cameron Johnson subbed in for Watson.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Williams misses, and it's Murray with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Down by 15. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
They should have steamrolled this club last year, but that's not how it played out.
Hardaway, no good.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
And there's the foul. It's on Grant Williams. That's his first foul. Here's Murray. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. Taking a look at some numbers here for LaMelo Ball.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
To the wing on the left. Bridges outside. Pass to Miller. Ball right side. Lets it fly from 18. Nice jump shot. Ball's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, just take what the defense gives you. If they concede the mid-range, LaMelo says, I like that shot.
Outside Hardaway. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Murray from outside. Murray with the 3-ball.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
The 3 from Ball. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Jokic. Outside Johnson. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Back to you guys.
A great passer. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Brown's checked in for the Nuggets. Brown comes in for Murray. Sexton goes in.
Well, if you've got the speed of Colin Sexton, put the ball on the deck and make sure you make good use of it.
Nuggets trail by 13. Brown passes to Brown. Pass to Jokic. Kick out to Brown. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Salon. The Hornets have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Plumlee passes to Sexton. Again, Charlotte.
Well, Colin Sexton's ability to dribble drive is probably his greatest asset. What a pretty move.
Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Brown. 1:46 left in the second. Here's Jokic. Got it! Jokic down low.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
Ball taking his time here. Now here's Sexton. Let's go with a three. Ooh, he's locked in. Dreams his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Boy, Colin Sexton always brings a ton of energy. He's doing some work here.
Jokic the screen. Brown drives in. Jokic in the post. Denver moving it around. Out to Gordon. The three. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Ball outside. Plumlee a screen on Brown. Ball no good.
Boy, his teammates have really picked him up. But I'm sure, boy, they'd love something down the stretch out of this guy.
Jokic the screen. Jacks up a three. Can't get that one to go. And now just 3 of 10 shooting. Miller on the wing. Covered by Johnson. Great D that time from Jokic.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Banked it in off the glass. Jokic has got 8.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
The three from Ball. Hits the three-pointer. And the Hornets lead by 17.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
Look here now at Charlotte. Guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now, unable to get to the next level, searching for the answers.
Changing focus now. How about Colin Sexton in that first half? Putting in work.
Locked in offensively, getting to his spots, picking apart the D, scoring in bunches, Jets.
Great points. Get it? See what I did there?
We saw, Ernie, it just wasn't funny.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Wow, Colin Sexton displaying all his skills today.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
On the court for Denver. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. Johnson, the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. To the inside. They kick it out to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Jokic, good. 10 points for him.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Sexton finds Plumlee. Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Miles Bridges up in the air above the rim. That is a show. Look out below.
Outside Brown. Second half getting started. About a minute played. For 3, Gordon. Plumlee pulls down the board.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Ball. And the layup is good off the glass. Ball's got 7 points in the game.
And this is where the size of LaMelo pays off, folks. 6'7" and ready to finish.
The kick out to Johnson. Here's the 3. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game. Ball with it. Checked by Murray. Ball no good.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at the Nuggets, it's a long season, but right now they're in great position, holding that prize top spot.
You know, for Denver, I think we all knew they were going to be a dangerous team, but to their credit, they have lived up to those expectations. They're just not a team you want to face right now.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Pass to Johnson. 3-pointer. And again, Denver with a 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Ball passes to Sexton. Ball, a screen on Brown. Here's Bridges. This one for 3. Pure from 3-point range. He's got 9.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Pass to Jokic. Murray for 3. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got assist number 7 tonight. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be, head coach doesn't like the call at all. He's
Ruling on the floor is confirmed.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
They kick it out to Murray. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Charlotte leading by 9. Ball passes to Bridges. Miller outside. Plumlee a screen. Inside. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Plumlee's got his second basket of the game. Brown against Sexton. Jokic in the post. And the layup falls. Jokic has gotten 4 this quarter.
They're having a good half offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
Here's Ball. Ball nimble against contact inside.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame, but that length at 6'7", he can mix it up now.
Brown against Sexton. Out to Gordon for three. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. No good with the triple.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Down low. Back to Brown. Pass to Jokic. Outside Murray. Launches it. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his three-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
And the basket by Bridges.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Brown against Sexton. Pass to Jokic. And here's Johnson. Stolen by Miller. Now the Hornets moving it up. Here's Ball. Plenty of space. And again, it's Charlotte converting. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
What a smooth-looking shot from Mr. Miller. You set him up, he will knock it down.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. A new lineup here for Charlotte. Watson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Jokic. From deep, Johnson. Knipple with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Green. Rebound by the Nuggets.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Here's Watson. And again, it's Denver missing. On the wing, Green. Defended by Watson. Here's Knipple. And yep, it's good. Knipple's got 8.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Green. We've got Josh Green. Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Knipple, and it's Diabate in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Hornets 5.
Yeah, consistency beyond the arc was a big selling point for Knipple. I mean, he's got really impressive accuracy.
Brown passes to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Outside, Brown. To the middle. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Diabate's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the basket by Bridges. And it's 13 points for Miles Bridges.
Well, Miles Bridges, we know, elite athleticism. Going to show you his speed right there in transition.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Jokic is checked in for Valanciunas. Aaron Gordon comes in for Watson. Johnson, he's checked in for Hardaway. And Murray subbed in for Brown. Pass to Jokic. The kick out to Johnson. 4-3. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Johnson's got 9 points here in the second half. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Knipple with a bucket. Nuggets trail by 16. Outside Brown. Pass to Jokic. Now the Hornets moving it up. Here's Green. Oh, Jokic with a block.
Nice timing there from Jokic to read the play and get the denial at the cup.
Johnson for three. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Miller's checked in for Charlotte. LaMelo Ball comes in for Williams. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
And boom! The Joker off the dribble. Woo! I love it. A scary sight for any defense.
Bridges outside. Back to Miller. 5 to shoot. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Nuggets trail by 11. Outside Brown. Pass to Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Miller outside. Here's Knipple. The three is up. Connects from downtown. Knipple's got 8 points here in the quarter.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Gordon on the wing. Johnson passes to Gordon. Ball against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Bridges. Uses the glass on the layup. Bridges has got 11 points here in the second half.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Here's Jokic, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. The free throw drops for Jokic. Well, Brandon Miller has proven himself as a multi-positional player, Doris.
He has, and in this era of positionless basketball, Brandon Miller is a guy who can fit in a lot of different systems. He can shoot the jump shot. He can play face-up off the bounce. You can use your size to overpower guards in a mismatch. A lot to like with Brandon Miller.
Up top, Miller. Sexton. Good for 2.
Colin Sexton percolating right now. They just are letting him go absolutely off.
Nuggets trail by 12. Now Jokic. Johnson. Can't get the 3. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Earlier in the game, they led by 19.
Yeah, defenders can have a very hard time against Miles Bridges because it's not just size, it is skill.
And that one misses.
Miles Bridges.
And the second free throw is good. For Denver, they've gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jokic. Johnson fires. Cash from downtown.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Hornets leading by 10. Outside ball. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Here we go, all alone. Smart transition play by Jokic.
And there's the quick reflexes from Murray. Anticipated it and executed the steal perfectly.
Ball. Nice. That one's good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And And he nails it.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. LaMelo misses the three.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Jokic. Johnson. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
A huge shot. His three-point shooting has been outstanding tonight.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one. The Melo ball is never rattled. Doesn't matter how close the score or what the situation. This guy unafraid of big shots.
And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Now Jokic. Brown fires. Knocks down the trifecta.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection. Swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Ball against Murray.
And LaMelo Ball relishes these moments. That young man has no fear.
And here are the Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. Here's Jokic.
Morphing from second-round pick to superstar. Jokic comes up big for this team night after night.
All right, Grant trying to seize control now.
NBA, if they can convert here, they might be able to close the door.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Sexton, defended by Gordon.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Murray! The three is off. And so it's the Hornets who come out on top here. That